Good afternoon, everybody. No, it's not really afternoon yet. It is 11:30 in the morning here in eastern Kentucky. It's raining. It's actually supposed to rain for the next few days. No, we definitely need it, but I would have rather had it rain in August rather than now because the sun's not out very much these days to dry it up. But I hope everybody is doing well. I will have a testimony that I'm going to be reading later today. And I've got a couple of more videos. I was going to do them last night, but guess what happened on my way to creating another video? Yes, I was put to sleep with radio frequencies, and by the time I woke up and cared for the cats and took my Epsom salt detox bath, it was time for bed. And guess what happened? The criminals disengaged, eliminated my internet access. Poof! As soon as I got into bed, the people that monitor me, that are stalking me, sometimes they slip up. They're just a little bit too anxious. And as I was watching a video, they turned off the internet before I had an opportunity to turn it off myself. So that kept me up another half an hour waiting for it to revive itself, to come back on. It never came back on, which means that it disengaged my security cameras and that they were on the property doing whatever it is that they were doing to sabotage and disrupt my property. But that's why we're going to call them out every day of the week. Yeah. And I wanted to mention, that guy Chris that I had hired, I paid $90 for, to help me remove my gate that was sabotaged and torn up and crushed into the ground, and then he stole it and never gave it back. Said that he couldn't give it back because the law told him he couldn't give back my personal property. Well, this is what else he did. Now, the former owner, he was a bit of a pack rat, and he kept a lot of things, and I'm at the top of the hill. He had two huge, old, rusted, I think they were rusted, old-time auto chassis. They were heavy. I didn't know how heavy they were until I looked it up online. They're about 3,000 pounds each, between 2,500 and 3,500 pounds each. There were two of them. And I had mentioned it to this guy, Chris, when he was working on my property. I said, at some point I want to get those things removed. Well, unbeknownst to me, he removed them, didn't tell me. And, you have to understand that when you're trashing that kind of weight, you can get a lot of money from the local, what do they call them? The junkers, where they weigh it and pay you per pound. Well, he stole it. And I was already living in my house down here, and I didn't realize they were gone until like weeks or even probably even a month later, maybe months later, that I went up to clean around that area, and they were gone. And I asked him, I texted him or asked him, I said, did you take them? And he said, yeah. I said, well, you didn't even mention it to me. Where'd they go? No comment. He owes me money for the junking of those two vehicles. I've got to find out at the recycling. It's not recycling. I forget what it's called. Will they crush them and pay you per pound? I've got to find out how much money was paid on that and bill the creepo. But anyway, I stumbled across a question and a comment that I commented on a Quora 2 years ago. And the only reason I'm bringing it up is because somebody responded to it today, and I wanted to click on what this person responded to. So we're going to go through the Q&A. And again, this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, exposing one criminal at a time. And please remember to hit the thumbs up. Remember that I'm powerful, you are powerful, and we are powerful together, and they're cowards. The three Mason losers are cowards. They're little weenies. They have to wait for you to get into bed, and then they come trample your property. You could hear them running in the background. They're sheeple. Bah. These are your neighbors. They're sheep. Bah. Well, actually, you know what? I hate that. Because sheep are so sweet and cute. My neighbors, they're not sweet or cute. The real enemy of the state, hint, hint, are corrupt officials and sheeple people. We already reviewed that here. The sheeple, they go along to get along, you know, they go along to get along. Sometimes you're targeted for revenge. It's a revenge for hire. It could be by vigilante stalkers, vendetta, vindictive, VVV, and that's why they draw the letter V. They actually draw the letter V after they tore up one of my cat scratch posts, yes, and wrote the letter V in pink. Yeah, most of them, they're addicted. They have addiction problems. They're voyeurs. They have psychopaths. And just remember, stalking and being stalked. Stalking is an addiction. It's an obsession and a compulsion. And voyeurism, you know, peeping Toms. There are laws against peeping Toms. And they don't have to even look inside your window, like physically be there anymore. They could be looking with binoculars, through-the-wall radar, remote neural monitoring. It's still voyeurism. It's still against the law. And then what we do here is we expose them. It's organized persecution. They use a smear campaign through the fusion centers. They send fusion center operatives with fake badges into the community, knocking on doors and say, "Oh, could you help us? Oh, you've got a bad person there. Could you help us watch them?" They send out warnings about the target. We talk about the tactics here. It's a gang stalking subculture. Some people are born into it, and they use their children too. Yeah, like my neighbor when I lived at 52 Sutton Drive in Manalapan, New Jersey, home I lived in for 30 years as the original owner. And then there are cyber stalkers and gamers and the parody channels out there. They're used to harass, stalk, and embarrass targeted people. It's crimes against humanity by subhuman efforts. And they are subhuman. I just got a low battery alert and I'm just plugging in here. By subhuman psychopaths. And we are called TIs, or targeted individuals. We're targeted persons. We're actually human trafficked. That's right. That's what we are. And who's target? Me, you, everyone. We're targeted for men are targeted, women are targeted. Allegedly 72% on the list are women. For our neuro rights, land, intellectual property, animals, pets are targeted, and children are targeted. So the question that I answered on Quora 2 years ago is, how do you protect yourself from gang stalkers? So, I mean, you guys should know me by now that sometimes I use humor to mitigate the torture. So I write, well, that's an interesting question. My response is flippant for a reason. 1, avoid being intelligent and articulate. You will eventually piss off, debate, or disagree with the many narcissists and psychopaths in this evil society that we have found ourselves living in. And I was responding to a doctor. Since you are a doctor, that more than likely has already happened in your life. Number 2, your soul. Get rid of it. The criminal stalkers are after your soul. So if you lose it, you will likely avoid these creatures. Number 3, give away all your possessions, achievements, and who you are. These creatures cannot create for themselves, so they need to steal from others. If you have nothing, there's nothing to steal. Number 4, be ugly inside and out. These creatures only go after attractiveness and personality. If you have any of those, you are toast. Stop showering, grow your hair, wear clothing with holes in it. Then you will fit right in and they will have no interest in you. 5, do not own a home or property. Reasons, read number 3 and repeat. Number 6, be joyless like them. They are joy thieves. If you have it, they want it. And if you do not, they will be happy. And they may actually leave you alone because you have nothing they want. Number 7, stalkers only stalk winners. If you are a loser like them, they will only be interested in recruiting you, not stalk you. Which do you choose? So, that was my flippant response to the question, How do you protect yourself from gang stalkers? Now, please, this is for educational. It's for comedy purposes only, okay? We're trying to make light of the situation by demonstrating what these losers are after. So this is what prompted my going back to this question and answers. A woman named Christy says, ha ha ha, oh my God, I can't stop laughing. This will make my day go a little bit easier, even though I know this is a life-altering situation, but oh my God, thank you. So I responded, sometimes we'd have to call it like it is. Another person 2 years ago, right, this is facts, and it made my day. I thought maybe they would take the day off for the Super Bowl, but no. They chased me down and was running outside for 3 hours in 18 degrees while they circled me with 6 drones, and then 6 drones came out. Lots of fun in Batavia, Illinois. I'm a single mom of 4, and yesterday was my 48th birthday, so they tried to ruin it. Yeah, so this is what it's like. How to protect yourself from gang stalkers. I wrote a very flippant response, so please take it. This is, the truth is said in jest, and you avoid being intelligent and articulate. We know all you guys are. I mean, you're creating these wonderful videos. You're very creative and stuff. You're speaking the truth. You're a truth teller. So, if you stop doing that, maybe they'll ignore you. I know I'm not suggesting that you stop. No, I'm not. I'm just I'm being flippant here and trying to make light of the situation. So how do you protect yourself from gang stalkers? Don't own a home or property. Read number 3 and repeat. Be joyless like them. They're joy thieves. If you have it, they want it. If you don't have it, they'll be happy. And they actually may leave you alone because you have nothing they want. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to sign off for now. Also, we have, let me just say that there is Clint, who did a brief testimony, is going to be homeless. Let's see. He's going to be homeless. I'm going to read a little bit more about him in another separate video. But yeah, he's going to be homeless soon. Oh no, it's not Clint. I'm sorry. It's somebody else. He's going to be homeless soon. And there was Charles. There was a communication breakdown. He told me about that he was going to be homeless, and then he attached a video of a targeted woman who was talking about them wanting to drive people out of their homes. So I associated the comment that he said with this video that he sent to me. It was a total communication breakdown. Charles, though, I've got the information. If you're going to send me videos, just send me the videos to watch separately from what's going on in your personal life, because I'm going to make the association. I'm too busy. I've got too much going on. You have no idea how many email accounts I have, okay? I've got a 501c3 nonprofit, Cat Rescue, Freya's Cat Rescue. They've got their own email address and situations there. Oh, and I want to thank the individual who donated the infrared heater for the chickens and all the other nice items that you sent. I did receive it, and you probably received notification that you did as well. But anyway, thank you so much. And anybody that wants to donate, even $1, I've got links down below. It really helps to pay for the food for my animals, and helps to replace some of the things that have been damaged by these criminals, like their blankets and stuff. But I'm going to sign off for now. And this is Lorraine, and I will talk to you later.